Everyone to this what if. So I know I've been kind of a long way out since I've done this, since I actually continue with this what if, but so I'm continuing on right now. Now, of course, this is the next part after what happened in the previous part. When of course Goku practically meeting everyone after he came with both Zeno and the Xenogars as well. Of course, Goku's family pretty happy to see him as they all hug him. Goku just hugging them back, smiling as well. Of course, Vegeta then approached Goku and asked him how he actually grew back to be adult. Goku decides to actually explain to Vegeta everything. When he actually was taken by Shenron, Shenron practically took him to a different world, or realm to say the least. This realm was known as a Dragon Realm. It was only a realm that only dragons can actually go inside, and he was actually able to meet the Shadow Dragons there. No, of course, they were pretty restricted from to Shenron, to practically not attack him or hurt him in anything else. Of course, everyone was actually surprised that the Shadow Dragons was there, but it was they're actually pretty peaceful afterwards. It's because that they have actually erased most of their evil that they have actually absorbed throughout the years, making them so they're peaceful, but they still look like the same. Of course, everyone's kind of confused and even shocked to know that. Yoga eventually explains how he trained inside the Dragon Realm, and because of the Dragon Realm's time being much more different than theirs, he was able to practically grow back to an adult and eventually achieve new transformations. He was able to perfect each and every transformation to Super Saiyan 4. He even explained to everyone that he was able to achieve a form, even two forms beyond just Super Saiyan 4. Of course, everyone was shocked, even Vegeta was surprised. He didn't know if there was even a level above Super Saiyan 4. He thought it was the limit of their Saiyan heritage, but Goku just found two new levels. Goku himself told everyone that he has practically been testing those levels very much, and their power is immense. He's also been trying out God Ki as well, because the Dragon Realm practically naturally has God Ki within it. It practically has the normal Ki that is around the world, but also God Ki naturally. The Dragon is practically a balance of almost every Ki, which probably allows Goku to tap into one of them. Of course, Goku was able to tap into God Ki, and was pretty impressed by the power, but in comparison to his transformations that he achieved, they were still far too weak. Of course, he does not say that they're pretty weak, but they're pretty strong in their own right, just not as strong as his other forms. He did achieve Super Saiyan God and Blue and perfected both of them. He has perfected both transformation and have incredibly good mastery over both of them. And of course, he did explain to everyone how he actually met Zeno and the Grand Priest. The Grand Priest, of course, would have met Goku after Goku's immense power and Russian power. Due to Goku's constant ki usage inside Dragon Realm, the Grand Priest would have most likely would have noticed the intense amounts of ki being released, and eventually would have met Goku. Goku, of course, would have been pretty happy to actually meet the Grand Priest, as he's actually the only one who actually stood a challenge against him. Because the Shadow Dragons in the Dragon Realm were still far too weak even for Goku. Even after Goku actually trained with them for a couple of years, they were still too far weak comparable to him. But they're still pretty strong in their own right, nonetheless. Of course, the Grand Priest decided to probably train Goku and eventually to him to Zeno. Goku, of course, became friends with Zeno and decided to train with the Grand Priest. But even with just training with the Grand Priest, Goku was still not even able to land a hit on the Grand Priest. And Goku was pretty strong, but comparable to the most of their spars, he most likely would have ended in around 30 minutes, as the Grand Priest was able to knock him out with a single blow. Goku, of course, is trying to get better at grasping his own power. And of course, everyone was actually pretty surprised to actually witness that. Even Whis is actually surprised that Goku actually stand a chance against his father, which is pretty surprising, because no mortal was able to even stand a chance against him. And Goku being the only mortal who can actually stand a chance against him is a pretty big feat on its own. Even Vegeta is actually surprised and asks Goku how strong he is. Goku doesn't know, but he is pretty sure he can beat everyone else. But if Vegeta wants to try out, he doesn't mind that, and so decide to spar with one another. Of course, Vegeta powers up, using the full power in his base and decides to fight against Goku. But Goku is unfazed and just utilizes his base as well. But he doesn't even power up even the slightest. He's just suppressing himself so he can fight against Vegeta. Vegeta is of course irritated that Goku is holding back. He powers up even to Super Saiyan in Super Saiyan 2, but that does nothing. Goku is still the same. It seemed like Vegeta actually realized that Goku is not even trying against him. Vegeta starts to get angry as he powers up Super Saiyan 4 and tells Goku to try. Of course, Goku does listen to Vegeta and eventually powers up slightly. But with that just slight power boost, Goku is so strong that with just a single punch, he sent out Vegeta flying, knocking him out of Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta, of course, stumbled back to his feet and he was able to regain consciousness. But he tells Goku that his battle is not finished. Vegeta then powered up to his perfected Super Saiyan Blue. Indeed, Vegeta has mastered Super Saiyan Blue, unlike both Goten and Trunks, who have not mastered it. It tells Goku that he's been training even harder than Goku has ever been. so he'll prove him wrong. Of course, Goku just smiled slightly and realized that Vegeta in the blue form is actually stronger than his Super Saiyan 4 form. Of course, he did sense the power of Gohan when he went into Super Saiyan Blue 4. His power was incredibly amazing, but it seems that Vegeta cannot tap into it just yet, but he's pretty impressed by Vegeta's power this much. Of course, Goku just powers up slightly and eventually knocks out Vegeta once again. Vegeta, of course, is kind of irritated he was not able to even put on a match against Goku, but he does congratulate Goku on being this strong. Goku, of course, telling Vegeta that if he continues to train like that, he'll most likely be able to reach his level sooner or later. Of course, Vegeta does tell Goku that he'll try his best, and Goku just smiles slightly. As of course Beerus, he wants to also fight as well, believing that he's actually been waiting to fight Goku for a long time, and Goku actually does not mind fighting with Beerus. Beerus of course fights against Goku, and both their powers are almost equally matched. Goku actually realizes that he has to power up slightly, and he does so. Goku of course is pretty pushed back by Beerus, and Beerus starts to use more and more of his power. With realizing that this might escalate to be to really big damage to the entire planet, he decides to practically utilize his staff to practically try them inside so they can continue on with their battle. And everyone of course watched inside the staff as both Goku and Beerus were fighting against one another. Beerus was now utilizing almost all his power, and Goku was utilizing just Super Saiyan. Of course, everyone was surprised that Goku actually even put up a fight against Beerus. And Beerus had full power, Goku was just utilizing Super Saiyan. Not even utilizing any other version of Super Saiyan, not even Super Saiyan 2, 3, or even 4. Or any of the other transformations he even mentioned before. Vegeta is impressed that Goku's power is immense. He's even shocked that Goku actually stand a chance against Beerus, if not even just be equal to him. But he realizes that Goku may be even stronger than Beerus, as Goku will still have a lot more transformation in the bag. And of course, the battle would continue on for almost a couple of days, but eventually it will be a draw. But of course, Goku was still surprising himself, so he can probably have fun with Beerus. And of course, Beerus was still impressed by Goku's power, and eventually thought to himself that he must train as well. So he believed that Vegeta would be a perfect training partner. Of course, Vegeta was actually surprised that Beerus wants to train with him. Beerus, of course, telling him that he's one of the strongest Saiyans he's ever fought, besides Goku, of course, but he's still pretty strong nonetheless. Vegeta, of course, takes this too hard and takes Beerus, with Beerus just telling that they will train together so they can surpass Goku. Goku just smiles and wishes them good luck with that. Eventually, Goku decides to practically go back with Zeno, and of course wishes everyone good luck in their journey, with everyone nodding and wishing Goku good luck as well. Goku thinking to himself that he should continue to grow stronger. Of course, Goku does not actually go instantly with Zeno, but he decides to practically meet his prodigy, Oob. Of course, Goku does teleport to Oob inside the Time Patrol, the Galactic Patrol station. Of course, Oob is kind of surprised to actually see his master, but Goku just tells him that he's here to visit him and to see how he has progressed over the years. Of course, shows his power to Goku. It even shows him the master warrior like Kao Candy he taught him a long time ago. Goku is impressed that his pupils is incredibly growing stronger. And of course, Pat is also grown strong as well. She's achieved Super Saiyan God thanks to Beerus' training, and Oob is gaining much more better grasp on God Ki as mastered as well. Of course, Goku has surprisingly trained Oob, and of course they begin to spar. But of course, Oob is no match for Goku. Even no matter how much Oob is pushing Goku back, he cannot even land a single hit on Goku. Even if he does land a hit, it barely does anything. Goku is not even phased by it, and Goku just continues to tell Oob to try. Oob, of course, continues to try, calming his mind and focusing more on the battle. Goku realizes that Oob is not trying to fight with anger, but with a calm mind. Oob then uses Kaioken times 1000, a Kaioken multiplier he's not actually ever used in his life. But with training with mirrors and the constant use of God Ki, he's able to practically increase the Kaioken multiplier to this higher instead because of his better control over it. Goku, of course, was impressed, but even with that, Goku was still holding back. He just powered up slightly to practically match boost Oob's power, but eventually it will start to overpower Oob. But of course, because of this, Oob was actually pushed to a corner, and eventually a bright line would have covered Oob, and eventually the aura of Ultra Instinct would surround him. And instantly, Oob's eyes will become silver in color. Goku actually be quite surprised, and eventually Oob would have punched Goku, sending him a couple of feet away. Of course, Goku is surprised that his pupil was able to grow this strong, and congratulating him. Oob just smiles slightly, and eventually drops out of Ultra Instinct, falling to the ground unconscious, but Goku is able to give him just enough ki to recover. Of course, Goku tells Beerus that to continue to train Oob, and he will be able to become incredibly strong. He wishes them both good luck, and of course, to be able to practically rebuild the entire Galactic Patrol. When of course, Beerus thanked Goku as well, and wished him good luck as well. Well, in a distant future, being that of both future Trunks and Mai, they were rooting for a dark figure, a figure with immense power. Of course, Trunks will remember how this figure appeared and eventually killed almost everyone. No one in his universe was left. His mother died, and only him and Maya were the only one left. The fear is covered by darkness, but its red eyes, so powerful and evil, could even be seen in front of shadows. Trunks flinches aside the easy power of Super Saiyan 2, trying to fight the figure, but as we see much more closer, the figure is none other than Goku Black. But not just any Goku Black, but a Goku Black from this timeline. Of course, Goku Black wouldn't tell Trunks that it's no use. A mortal cannot even match the power he has of a god. Trunks, of course, gets irritated at Black's remark as he tells him to shut up. He tries to attack Black, but Black easily punches the sword out of his hands and sends Trunks flying. Mai tries to shoot at him, but of course, Black does not pay her any mind, due to a bullet not even doing a dent on his body. Of course, Black just laughs and tells him that it's over. He powers up a blast, but before he can do anything, something inside would have happened. Goku, as a spirit, would have called Goku Black's body back, telling both Trunks and Mai to run as quickly as they can, right here and now. He cannot hold Goku Black for too long. Of course, both Mai and Trunks were able to hear Goku's voice. Trunks thanks Goku as Goku tells him and wishes him good luck. Yet eventually, they both were able to escape back to the past. Zanzo or Goku Black grunts and tells Goku to get out of his way. Then eventually, Goku is brought back inside his mind, trapped inside, as Goku Black realizes that he has let both Trunks and Mai escape. But he thinks that he knows where they are. They are in the past. And he will chase them down and initiate his Zero Mortals plan forever. Guys, this is the end for this part. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sayonara.